Hi, I'm not Joe. I'm Ricky, but I'm an average Joe with no professional culinary training or experience. I was a very picky eater when I made the change to a plant-based diet 2 years ago, and my biggest struggle was not knowing what to make or how to make it. I'm here to help you with some easy and delicious recipes to broaden your dietary horizons. Now let's cook some plants. Today we're going to be making one of my favorites, the tofu scramble. Here's what you're going to need. 3 14-ounce bricks of extra firm tofu, 2 bell peppers, 1 15-ounce can of black beans, 1 13-ounce pack of any vegan sausage of your choosing, and olive oil. For the sauce, you're going to need 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and 2 teaspoons of nutritional yeast. Alright, now I like to eat a lot, and I'm going to use this recipe for some meal prep, but you don't have to do that. If you're just looking for a lunch or a breakfast, you can cut this recipe down. So, I've already drained this in the sink, but we need to get some of these extra juices out of there, because this stuff is juicy. So, first thing I'm going to do, you can pat it down, but I can just toss them right in here. This will work just fine. Grab a little dishcloth, go ahead and wrap it up like that. Oh, that's nice. Little blanket there. And then we're going to put something heavy on it. So I've got this pan right here. I'm going to drop that on there. And this pea protein, of course. And that's that. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to this pan here. And get this heated up so we can put our veggies and stuff in there. Put it on medium heat. Now onto the meat and potatoes of things. The veggies. What? You heard me right. These are some bell peppers here that I got. We're going to go ahead and cut these up and add them to the mix. You can also add some kale, but since I'm doing a meal prep, that's probably not going to keep very well all week. So I'm going to ixnay that. You can also add some onions, but I don't like onions, so I'm not going to do that either. So here we go. You can tell I'm not a professional because this knife sucks. Next, I've got some Mexican Chipotle vegan sausages. I picked them up from the store. They're a little messy, hence the gloves, and I hate messy hands. So here we go. It's like a stress tube, if you will. And there we have it. Next thing here, we're going to go ahead and saute the veggies and the sausage. It already smells delightful. Go ahead and dump the sausage out right over here. This might be a little too much for this little pan, but that's okay. We're going to leave these in here for about 5 minutes or so. We'll kind of flip them and do that occasionally. I hope you didn't put your gloves away yet, because we got some more mashing to do. Now our tofu should be pretty dry by about now. Go ahead and unwrap those puppies. Oh yeah. Perfect. Now you're just going to want to squeeze the crap out of this. Alright, I think that'll work. Now we're going to add our freshly mashed tofu to this big pan over here. Go ahead and scoop it in. Got this on about medium heat right now. We're going to go ahead and mix it up a little bit, let it do its thing for a little while. And then here in a second we're going to add the sauce. Now while that's going, I've rinsed a can of black beans to add to this mess. Bam!
Knowledge drop.
Did you know that tofu is a great source of protein? Just 1 14-ounce brick contains over 40 grams of protein. It contains all 8 amino acids essential to the human body, and it can help lower your cholesterol since it's low in saturated fat. Alright, next is the sauce. We're going to go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of nutritional yeast, 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, and about 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder. And now that this tofu's seen some heat over here, I'm going to go ahead and add the sauce. I've added a little bit of water in here to kind of mix it up, and we'll pour it on. Now you don't want to make this sauce too thin, but if you get it pretty thin, you can pour it a lot easier. If it's too thick, it's not going to pour very well or mix. So let's go ahead and try this out and see what we get. We'll just lather that puppy up. Alright, we'll mix that in. If we need to, we can add a little bit more water to help thin that out. We're mixing in the sauce, and the suspense is killing me. It's starting to get a little yellow, kind of like eggs, but without all the nasty. I think we will add just a little more water to this to help thin that out. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna scoop this all over to one side. Oh, a little mess there. And we're gonna dump in the rest of our garbage. And there we have it, boys and girls. A tofu scramble. So for some extra pizzazz, you can add some breakfast potatoes. Now, I'm gonna rinse these off, chop them up, and toss them in. I'm gonna season them with a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Let's see what happens. All right, these potatoes are just about done. I'm gonna finish them off with a little bit of syrup. Caramelize them in that there. And then we'll add these to the scramble. Wham bam, thank you, scram. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. There'll be more to come. Thanks.